morning. Welcome back to another Monday motivational video. Today we are actually about to head out of the house. We have swim lessons this morning, so we're gonna go do those, and then we are going to stop by a plant and flower stand that's across the street from actually where the swim lessons are. They're having, it's just a pop-up one that happens just like in May and June, and they're gonna have, right now they're having 50% off their plants. So I'm gonna see if I can find some shade plants to put in my shade garden at a good deal. We'll see what they have. So I didn't put on a whole lot of makeup. I didn't even finish blow drying my hair. We're just gonna let it air dry this morning since we're gonna be out and about. So let's go ahead and get going with our day. Okay, we made it back. We've actually been back for a while, but after swim lessons, we went to the plant sale and I did find some. I found this begonia, which I think is so pretty. And then I'm also going to put this, I called it a vinca vine. And I'm gonna put those together in a pot. I think that'll be really pretty. And it's gonna go in this little plant holder that is like a bicycle. And I think that'll just be pretty kind of spilling out from the pot. And then I also got this one. It's called a red star, and look how huge this is. I'm just like, wow. So I paid $13 for all three, which I feel like is a pretty good deal. But I am gonna put this one in this aluminum, or maybe it's like a galvanized bucket, I think is what it's called. The bottom came out of it. And so I'm just gonna put it on the ground and just fill in some potting soil and then stick this inside it. I think it'll take up a lot of space and just add some contrast to the other plants that are in there. And I think it'll be just a good filler plant for out there. And then while we were there, we were on a side of town that we're not always on, and there's a Goodwill over there that sometimes I will go in and check out, but I don't get to it very often. Maybe like, I don't know, I would say like 3 times a year as often as I get in there, sometimes less than that. So I decided I wanted to go over there, and I found 2 things that I had been looking for. So this is a basket. It was $1.99, which I thought was a pretty good deal. I mean, I've gotten them for cheaper than that, but sometimes when I go to like antique stores and things like this kind of a basket might be like $10. So I'm wanting to redo some things here in my kitchen, and I've started kind of a basket wall above our sink area. And so I wanted to add this to that area. I need like smaller, more narrow ones. Like this one here wouldn't fit, but this one will. And plus I want to kind of do like, just keep it in the brown colors. The other thing that I got, I've been looking for just a really kind of basic but wooden shelf that I can put up here. So I'm wanting to change this space up. I took down my coffee mugs that were over here, and really what I want to do is take this down, and I'm going to give it to my son to use for his baseball caps. And I just want like a straight peg rail, and then I'm going to put a shelf above it so that I can decorate it for the different seasons and put some plants on it. This wall gets some sunlight during the day, and so I really want to get my plants up off of the counter back here and just put them up on a shelf so that I can have my counter space back, but the plants can still get some sunlight. So that was a really fun find. This one was $6. It was $5.99. I don't know if you can see that, but I feel like that's a pretty good deal. So I was really happy with our scores from this morning. I ended up adding some mulch over here to this flower bed as well, and I've just decided that I'm done buying plants for this area and for the year actually. So next year I'll probably add in another 1 or 2 or maybe 3 shade plants, but this is it for this year. It's done. I'm loving how it's looking, even though it is a bit sparse. And I'm kind of going with the theme of it's not perfect, but it's better than it was before. So that's my aim, at least in this video and recently in my life, just making things better than they were. Stains and spots in my carpet for the past couple of weeks, and I've just been putting it off, not taking care of it. So today was the day to go ahead and spray them down with some Castile soap and water, and then just rub them clean with a rag, and that seemed to work well and get them all cleaned up where you can't see them anymore. While I was cleaning the carpet, I looked up and realized that I still needed to sew this up. I had already done some stitching like here and then up here, and it's held really well, but there's some other parts that have ripped apart, and so I need to sew those up and just let it stay holding together at least for a little while longer until we get a new recliner to replace it. Okay, I'm done. It's not perfect, but it is better than what it was before. And that's always my goal, not perfection, just better than it was. And so that'll work for now. A few months ago, I shared how I wanted to get a hutch for this space. And this is all of our homeschool stuff, and it's really, we've just overgrown it and we need more space. So I've been on the lookout for a hutch. I want one that just has like wooden shelves on the top and then doors on the bottom, so we can stack our books, our homeschool books, down below and just keep those closed off. And I found one on Facebook Marketplace. I've been looking for months. It's listed for only $35, which I think is a really good deal. So tonight we're gonna go over there, we're gonna check it out. Hopefully it's better than the pictures, or as good as the pictures, I should say. Part of me is like having like second thoughts, like, oh no, what if it's not as good as I think it is, and we get there and it's not what it's supposed to be, you know, too good to be true type deal. But at the same time, I should really be just thinking, you know, maybe this is just God's provision. He has known that I've wanted a hutch and I've been looking. I want to spend my money wisely. And so anyways, I'm going to clear all of this out so that hopefully we come back tonight with a new hutch and I can just slide it in here and it'll be ready to go, so that I don't have to like clear it all out when we come back. So I'm going to go ahead and start clearing all this out. over here, and I kind of like it with the American flag behind it. Just kind of gives it an old antique look, even though it's not really antique. We just got it at a thrift store years ago, and it may be like 30 years old, but it's not an antique. Anyways, I'm gonna put that over there for now just to have it kind of out of the way, just in case. It's the next day, and as you can see, I got my Hutch. Now, it's everything that I wanted except for there's one little quirk about it, and it's honestly, I think that's why it was only $35. So it was a little bit too good to be true, but it does have two of the main elements that I wanted. So I really wanted open shelving on the top. I didn't want doors or like a glass door especially. And so I like that it has the wooden shelves. I can decorate it for the different seasons. I can put some of my mother and my grandmother's plates up there that I've inherited. So I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about the doors underneath. I really wanted something that had doors at the bottom that we could close when we are not doing homeschool, and just put all of our homeschool schoolwork down there and set the books upright so they wouldn't have to be lying on their sides. And so I'm really excited about that. Now, the weird thing is the drawer. It's not really a drawer. It pulls out so that you can make it into a table. And the people that we bought it from actually said that there were leaves that went to it, and they don't have the leaves anymore. When we went to their house, I got it off of Facebook Marketplace. And when we went to their house, they already had it taken apart into two pieces, and the bottom part was strapped to a dolly. And so I didn't see the drawer or table part come out. And so if I had seen that, I may not have purchased this. I don't know. So I feel like I was a little bit kind of duped into this, but at the same time, it does have the pieces that I do want. I do wish there was a drawer. I've been trying to kind of think about how I could maybe cut out the pieces that extend to make the table, and instead maybe put in an actual drawer, but I don't know how that would work. I'm not into like woodworking and all of that. So, but I'm still happy with what I got. Like I said, it was only $35, so that's such a great deal. I had seen them, $100 around was the average price, and they weren't in very good condition. This one is in good condition. So anyways, we're gonna use it right now for what as best as we can. I'm going to put it upstairs right now where it's in the basement, but we're gonna end up putting it upstairs, decorating it and all of that, and getting it filled up with our homeschool stuff. So I'm excited about that. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.